Start recording. Alright, now it's time to QQ.
Oh my god.
Alchemist sorcerers are put into the square hole.
That
Spells that
square
nobody
hole
cares
being the
about
garbage.
are slightly better. Meteor, the most problematic spell in the damn game, even more so than the other one, than Multivile, is nerfed. Multivile is nerfed. Multivile continues to be nerfed. Matches spell vials as long as it applies to multi. This is stuff that's been talked about a little bit already. Multivile is just crushed. Meteor Swarm is crushed. They could have just made these spells good. So sorcerers are now DC casters with a little tiny smidgen of DPS. Kind of feels like they should decide what casters should be and stick to it.
I mean, I feel like the better option would to be just to bring everybody else up and not nerf.
The combat styles, I think, would have helped with that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Meteor probably just needs to be fixed to be not like half fire, half acid, all insane. If it was fixed to require like DC to hit, I mean, 'cause that's where like some of these have problems. Not Iceberg. I think Iceberg just hits, but that's single target. Like these other ones are just so bad. Like single target, ninth level spells. Like why? Fire Sorks not needing DCs, characters as savant. I'm mixed on that. I mean, I benefited from this greatly, but I feel like you should have to, because I like air savants need their DCs. Everything has evasion, so all your lightning bolts just bounce off of archers and stuff. Meteor Swarm did not care. So, Sorks I think are in less bad of a place than the Alchemist. The Alchemist is just murdered by this. Some people who will remain nameless think that it's going to be just like a ever so slight tweak. Like no, this is crushed.
No, the alchemist is just dead in the water. It's done. Fun while it lasted, I guess.
Never see Sorks in R8 plus, but only Alch. Well, you've seen one today. The they already like you already had like a bit of a nerf to sorcerers through uh, the trees being toned down, the savant trees being toned down. They've also completely missed the mark on fire with Empyrean magic. Empyrean magic is why fire is dominant. Meteor Swarm is also a reason. But even in the absence of if Meteor Swarm was the same as like one of these other spells, fire would still be on top because of Empyrean magic. The secret? Oh no, they just straight up said they did it. It was in
Yeah.
release notes. They reduced the cash level in course. So um, Sorks are DC casters with a little bit of DPS now. Alks are gonna struggle. Probably need to be adjusted a little bit. Yes, and Flame Collins, Sharn set access. Um, Unchanged from before? So, yep, there's everyone QQing over that. Techno Beaver says. Oh, yeah, here comes the standard. We sold a bunch of these, now we're gonna nerf it into the absolute ground.
Yeah, but there's a point though, right? Like there's just got to be a point where you go, well, maybe this is a little much.
Yeah, it's over adjusted, so people just won't play Alchemist for a while. Which is weird because we don't have like another usually this happens when there's like another something that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think shifter is that thing.
That shifter is definitely not that thing.
Yeah. These are actually really good gearing for other elements. It's just Empyrean Magic is still there's more crit. Empyrean Magic, Tieflings are fire only for that crit on the way up. Like that is why fire is the best for DPS. If those were adjusted, if they had like flavors of Tieflings, things would be
Mm-hmm.
different. That's why people play fire. Some of the other things they're looking at are somewhat symptomatic, but they completely missed the mark on Empyrean. They either need to remove, like, say, fire for, or just say any element or whatever. I don't know. They need to do something because it's still warping.
Right.
I was gonna try these Artificer spells today, but Lamania is still down. There was a build 2 years ago, 3 years ago, actual DPS lightning Artificer, and I wonder if we're gonna see something like that again. There's a spell to increase like lightning bolt, or a feat to increase lightning bolt caster level and some of the others. So maybe this will be a thing, but Artificers have a low spell pool, and I don't think the spells are all that great. Um, Ivysaur with an Evo DC 140 plus. I find that questionable. It's not sustained 140 plus, no way. And the real thing about Alchemist is not so much the difference between like one media and one multi-vial, but the fact that you get the two multi-vials back to back. So in 12 seconds you've cleared a pack, then you go to another pack, clear that pack. Whereas a Sork has to cast and then wait a few seconds and then cast again. That's where the real clear speed is happening. This is because of the SLA and the spell.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get crushed by tactical detonation. That was already bad in quests. Like some of the Sharn quests are just gonna murder us. Oh man, that's gonna hurt so bad. Bards want to be casters, DPS casters. Okay, let's try it. Why not? Maybe spell singers will be good now, and that would be okay.
It'd be fine.
That would be perfectly acceptable. They have all like you'd have like a healing thing, like we're all regenerating spell points, and they're actually doing something to things that don't dancing ball or hold
No, like I
monster.
said, I'm gonna try next life. I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a swash, like spell singer Sonic guy. You know.
This might be good. You're gonna take top tier spell singer, so your spell point pool is actually not an issue. This could be a big winner right here.
I'm. I don't
Maybe.
know. Yeah, are we gonna take top tier spell singer with a?
Yeah, because you get like the big Horn of Thunder and junk.
Oh, that's
And
fair.
you get
Yeah.
like the mass hole with the getting the DPS in addition to like the other things. So it has some good CCs, and you're gonna regen your spell points, so you're gonna be able to just blast like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be okay. I don't know. Oh, and Sound Burst is DC, so you can. But you're gonna have to also spec for. Oh, you're gonna have to spec for Evo because of like it's a shouts anyhow. So you're gonna have to spec enchantment and Evo.
Yeah.
It lets you be a little looser. You don't need it for the most part in questing, but it does let you be a lot looser. It's very nice to be able to just go nuts as opposed to sandbag and just wait for melees to beat things down. Well, like the PN the other day, I kind of sandbagged quite a bit because I was in charge of going into rooms on a Sork, and if a spell singer was present, could have just gone nuts the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's neat. Yeah, I would agree for questing that it's not 100% necessary. There's a few outliers. Um, But for the most part, we have a lot of shrines. Like not every quest is Chains of Flame or Slavers.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Uh,
even Slavers has a decent amount of shrines.
it does. There's some stretch. There's some
Like,
other.
let's be let's be fair here. You
It
know,
does have
like,
shrines. There's some other quests that are a little. Samus and I did Coalescence yesterday. That kind of stretched in places. There's
Coalescence
quests here and
does.
there that
Coalescence
stretch.
is definitely hard on a caster,
Yeah, but
especially if
they're
you're gonna try to get the conquest on it.
yeah. I think those are more exceptions to the norm though. But it's nice to have it sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a few, but yeah, the bards are looking like they're just their physical tree is winning. Their spell tree looks like it's gonna be okay, maybe. Like cool, go them. Okay, so here's what Red's TRing into. The light caster favorite soul.
I don't know. He might change his mind with all these bard changes,
Might.
and I wouldn't blame him for it either.
Bards are just getting buffed out the wazoo, and they like Swash was already really good.
Mm-hmm.
War Chanter is real good. Like it just so I think they're gonna be in a very nice spot. They're not like overwhelming,
Yeah.
but they're great, and there's options. Like every tree being good, that's perfect. And it being a little bit of a like, oh man, this is good, but so is that. Like that's a good design place to be. Um, this I think is gonna really help these guys low level, like on the way up, and then maybe make this a little bit more viable in Epic. Maybe I didn't get to play a chance to play. Is Lamonia still down? It's still down. Oh, it's up. Oh,
Why is it down? Like, why was it down in the first place?
they took it down. It is back up. So
I
I'm gonna
wonder if
get
they
through
did
these and then log on to there.
some type of hot fix.
Yeah,
Some type of
something.
we screwed the pooch on this one.
Yeah. Hopefully they're making that wolf hat make wolves look awesome because all these other classes can just square hole. We need to make wolves good.
I'm kind of hoping that they you know fix some of these nerfs that were a little bit egregious. They
There's the
won't,
server
but
reset. Oh, it might have been reset to go along with the other servers being reset. That could be.
that's possible. Yeah.
That's very possible. Yeah, like these spells, like hurting more would be cool. Making it like a DC favorite soul. This is tricky because these things dominated for a while. They're kind of hard to kill also because you can just wing around. But seeing them like appear again would be cool.
Mm.
I feel that'd be fair. I still think it's gonna be problematic. But what else we got? Druid spells. Caster druids are gonna be better at 20, and then probably peter off again. We need to get some max caster level things happening, because otherwise all this isn't gonna matter. If they change max levels on these spells, all of a sudden these are gonna be this caster tree might be good again. Just owns face 1 to 20 and then completely falls apart. Which is really too bad to have something like you're a new player, like I'm gonna play a druid, I'm gonna play a caster druid. Oh wow, this is amazing. I'm one-shotting everything with my spells. Cool. Hey guys, I'm level 20. Can I play with you? Oh, I'm awful. Is it because I'm awful? No, it's because your class is awful. Sorry. What else we got? Inflict wounds. Blah blah. Oh yeah, the artificer gets some weird first level zapping spell. Like, okay, cool. Chain lightning. This is actually good. Uh, like I said, I feel like the problem here is going to be spell points. But oh, everyone equal in nuking power. I agree. Like If Artificer gets to be as good as nuking as a Sork, like why are you playing a Sork? Because Artificer can do traps, do stealth, do a whole bunch of other stuff, and the Sorcerer just runs around and blows stuff up. So in theory, the Sorcerer should be the biggest gun because that's what it does. That's all
Mm-hmm.
it does. It's like this is the blaster wizard. It should hit the hardest. That makes sense. The Artificer has a bunch of like really cool tricks and buffs and things, and now it's gonna be a blaster. Like that seems weird. Yeah, I agree. The sorcerer should do the most spell damage, or alchemist or something. But they lose on versatility. Like so, maybe alchemist should be the strongest spellcaster, strongest DPS spellcaster because it
Oh
lacks some of the
man,
versatility of the sword. Like they don't, or alchemists don't get Didor. They don't get some of the variety of CC.
Coco is just taunting us with him being able to
They get
use the fly
healing.
spell. Him
They
being
do
able
get
to use the
healing.
fly spell. It's not cool, man. Not cool.
They do get the boost. They get something that the Sorks don't get, but that's trade off. So that's good. So this guy he just gets so much other stuff that he can do. Like he can do recons, and he has the little cure bottles that do a little bit, but not much. Oh yeah, you do have all the evasion still. So and when you do have that, you just yeah. We'll see if anybody's still playing Alchemist in a couple weeks here. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get no fail every save, which is, I mean, it's okay in evasion, so not bad, I guess.
I mean, I'm gonna continue to try to play Alchemist. I really am, but it's gonna be hard. I think.
Yeah, let's okay, well, all lingering spells such as web. I wonder if fog cloud is in here too. Salty clouds are pretty awesome, and if they get reduced, it's gonna kind of suck. But making earthquake actually usable again and some of the others usable again is nice. Because earthquake has that big wind up, and then it just immediately goes away. So you maybe it's almost like it's like hitting the trip button. Oh, haha, more alchemist nerfs. They
The
fixed the cloak by the way. The cloak. Oh, you're the one that said that. They fixed
the
the
other
cloak.
loot guy is not available right now.
Oh, you're back in.
Yeah, I'm back in on Lomania, and the other loot guy is not available.
Hmm. Is this raid patch noted?
It
Uh,
is not noted because it is a stealth fix. It is not. It was a item that was not working as intended.
oh, I don't know if the raid was been patched. Not sure if that's the question. The raid is up. You can go in there.
Oh, I thought they were talking about the cloak.
I'm not sure. That's fixed. Somewhere it said that the bear, the con, sticking around is also fixed. So somebody is really narking here. And then defensive fighting is fixed.
Narc.
Let me rephrase. Raid loot? Is Lomania up with the raid? Yes, it is.
Yep.
It is up. And I'm basically, as far as I'm concerned, through of these. I'm gonna stop recording.